Admiral Kethavar had seen the footage 1,000 times, yet it still made his mandibles click with unease. The blue-green world spinning slowly on the holographic display looked so peaceful, so insignificant. How could such a backwater planet have cost the hegemony 3 entire battle fleets? "Show me the initial invasion reports again," he commanded, his 6 eyes focusing on the tactical officer. "Sir, the humans offered unconditional surrender after we destroyed their first city. Standard protocol was followed. We accepted their capitulation and established occupation zones across their major population centers." Lieutenant Vexista's voice carried the same confusion that had plagued the command structure for months. "The humans complied with all directives. They provided labor, resources, everything we demanded." Kethavar's tail lashed in frustration. "Then explain to me how we lost 90% of our ground forces in a single night." The hologram shifted, showing Earth's surface 3 months into the occupation. Red dots marked hegemony positions across the continents. Everything appeared normal, orderly. Then came the timestamp that haunted every hegemony commander. 2247, Standard Galactic Time. The humans activated something they called emergency. "Protocol Omega," Vexta continued, her voice dropping to a whisper. "Our xenobiologists still can't explain what happened next." The display erupted in chaos. From every major human settlement, massive forms began emerging. At first, Kethavar had assumed they were some kind of hidden war machines. The hegemony's scanners had detected unusual energy signatures in human urban areas, but they'd dismissed them as primitive power generation. They were wrong. The creatures that rose from beneath Earth's cities defied classification. Some walked on 2 legs like the humans, but stood 50 meters tall with hide that deflected plasma fire. Others moved on 6 limbs, their elongated skulls housing acid-dripping maws that could melt through ship hulls. Flying beasts with leathery wings darkened the skies, breathing streams of superheated plasma that turned hegemony walkers into slag. "Sir," Vexta's voice trembled. "The humans, they were speaking to them, commanding them." Kethavar watched, the tactical feeds from his ground force's final moments. In every frame, humans stood alongside the beasts, not fleeing in terror, but pointing toward hegemony positions, giving directions. The creatures obeyed without question, moving with tactical precision that spoke of long familiarity. "Impossible," Kethavar muttered, but the evidence was undeniable. "Run the genetic analysis again." The display shifted to show DNA helixes side by side. Human genetic code appeared on the left, while the right showed samples from the creatures. The similarities were unmistakable. Shared markers, compatible proteins, symbiotic cellular structures. "The beasts aren't just allied with humans," Vexta reported, her scientific training warring with disbelief. "They're genetically related. Our xenobiologists believe they're engineered variants of human DNA, designed for specific combat roles." Kethavar's blood ran cold. The implications were staggering. For millennia, the hegemony had cataloged species across the galaxy. Some were naturally aggressive, others technologically advanced, a few possessed unusual abilities. But none had ever displayed this level of biological warfare preparation. "How long?" he asked quietly. "Sir, how long have they been preparing these beasts?" Vexta consulted her data pad. Carbon dating of recovered tissue samples suggests the oldest specimens are at least 50,000 years old. But, sir, that would mean they've been preparing for invasion since before they developed spaceflight. Kethavar's realization hit like a meteor strike. Before they even knew other species existed. The tactical display switched to current intelligence reports. Across Earth's surface, the beasts had returned to their hidden lairs beneath human cities. To orbital sensors, the planet appeared normal again, except for the scattered wreckage of 3 hegemony fleets decorating its continents. "Admiral," his communications officer spoke up, "we're receiving a transmission from Earth. Audio only. Put it through." A human voice filled the bridge, speaking in accented but clear Galactic standard. "This is Commander Sarah Chen of the Terran Defense Force. I assume you're Admiral Kethavar, commander of the Hegemony's 4th Expeditionary Fleet." Kethavar's mandibles clicked in surprise. The humans knew his name. "How did you... We've been listening to your communications since you entered the system," Chen interrupted. "We know everything about your military structure, your weaknesses, your fears. We've had 3 months to study you while you occupied our cities." The bridge fell silent. Every hegemony officer stared at the communications panel in horror. "You killed 3 billion of our people in your demonstration of force," Chen continued, her voice carrying a cold fury that made seasoned warriors shiver. "You thought we would submit permanently after such a display. You were wrong." "The beasts," Kethavar began. "Are not beasts," Chen cut him off. "They are our children, our brothers and sisters who chose transformation to defend our world. Every major human settlement has maintained genetic modification facilities for millennia, preparing for the day when we would need to protect ourselves against superior forces." Kethavar's 6 eyes widened. "You're saying you voluntarily modified ourselves?" "Yes. Some of us chose to remain baseline human to maintain our civilization and culture. Others accepted biological enhancement to become our protectors. We call them our guardian variants, living weapons created from our own genetic stock." The Admiral's tail wrapped around his command chair's armrest. "Why reveal this now?" Chen's laugh carried no humor. "Because you're going to carry a message back to your hegemony leadership. Earth offers a choice: complete withdrawal from human space and a non-aggression pact, or we come to your worlds. All of them. You can't reach our core systems. Your technology... Admiral, we've had 50,000 years to prepare. Do you really think we stopped at biological enhancement?" The long-range sensors suddenly screamed warnings. Kethavar spun toward the tactical display, watching in disbelief as massive shapes began emerging from Earth's oceans. Kilometer-long. Creatures with organic hulls that gleamed like metal, propelled by what looked like biological, faster-than-light drives. "My God," Vexta whispered. "They're space-capable." "We call them Arc Guardians," Chen explained pleasantly. "Each one carries approximately 50,000 Guardian variants in specialized hibernation chambers. They've been waiting beneath our oceans for this moment." Kethavar watched 12 of the massive bioships rise from Earth's surface, their organic hulls shimmering as they activated what could only be faster-than-light capabilities. In moments, they vanished into hyperspace, heading directly toward hegemony core worlds. "You have 72 hours to issue a galaxy-wide recall of all hegemony forces from human territory," Chen's voice continued. "After that, our Arc Guardians will begin liberating every world you've conquered permanently." The transmission ended, leaving Kethavar's bridge in stunned silence. As his ship prepared to jump to hyperspace with the most important message in hegemony history, the Admiral couldn't stop staring at Earth's peaceful blue surface. Somewhere beneath those innocent-looking cities, millions more Guardian variants waited in genetic laboratories that had been perfecting biological warfare since before his species had discovered fire. Humanity had never intended to be victims. They had always been predators.